All right, here we go. Hi everybody, welcome to another episode of RayShoots, the channel where I basically am creating a lot of different things and wanted to put it out here and see my progression, as they put it. So this past weekend, I decided to join a team and do this competition called the 48-Hour Film Project. If you're not familiar, the 40-Hour Film Project is basically a way that a group of people or a single individual can create a film in a matter of 48 hours. Sounds intense, and it is. So I wanted to get on here and talk about my experience in the 40-Hour Film Project here in Toronto, Ontario. And so as you probably noticed, my voice is a little hoarse. I finally got some sleep. I finally had a chance to gather my thoughts, and I thought to myself, I want to talk about my experience doing the 48-hour, and I look forward to obviously seeing our film on the big screen with the other teams that participated. I've done the 48-Hour Film Project several times in the past when I used to live down in Houston, Texas. There are several people out there who have done the project on their own, and go for you, because that's a lot of work. This is my first time doing the 40-Hour Film Project in Toronto, and I have to say it is a lot to take in. So I went to one of the gatherings at the 48-Hour Film Project meetings that they had. The guys, Steve and Chris, do a great job here in Toronto. They organize a lot. You actually learn a lot more things from them when you meet them in person. They're great to talk to. And then there was Mandi and Kevin sitting on the bench. The vibe I got off of them was really good. When you get a good vibe of someone, regardless if it's your first time or not, and you run into people who have done it before, you kind of meld the experiences together and become one. Whenever you get ready to get into one, it's always best to first meet your team before you just meet them on the day of. Because on the day of, the stress level is one up here, and the excitement level is also on top of that. And so I met these guys. We all sat down at a great, wonderful coffee place down in Toronto off of Bloor. And we sat down and chit-chatted. It's all about just enjoying the people you're with, because that's going to be the people you're going to be with for 48 straight hours. So we got into the competition, we went to the kickoff, and we were super excited. And the kickoff is where everybody there, every team is in the room. Everybody, you're like, oh my God, their competition is in the room. In my mind, it's all in good fun. I love playing sports, and this is just another level of a sport. So when the writing finally happened, some of the other people in our group, in our Facebook group, started messaging. Mandi and Kevin found this great location that we could utilize. And the challenge our first challenge in that whole battle was that this location had a time constraint. And so we actually started filming the midnight of. Yep, I said that, the midnight of. Challenge 2 for us was parking. Packed up my car and drove it all the way into Toronto. And Toronto's not a very easy city to drive around in with a car, especially full of gear, and I have a little Mazda. Give you a little bit of insight, I got a ticket the first night. I parked my car in front of our location, and the only thing I'm really thankful for, it didn't get towed. It just had a ticket. So that's an easy fix. Playing the DP on this particular project, I said, well, let me go in here and check it out. And walked around the location. Great location. We had lots of fun deciding on where we wanted to film. And Liam helped me out. He was a great assistant on helping me put this all together. And everyone else also started coming in and lending a hand, even the actors. So everyone was definitely helping each other make it happen. We actually only filmed, I'd say, about a third of the film the first night, and then we were all talking about, like, is everyone ready to do this again the following night? And this is when you start looking at everyone, and you can see all of our eyes start to slowly droop, like, we're good. So then the following night came up, another midnight shoot, and at that point, you can see everyone has finally reached their, we're so tired. And by the time we said cut and that's a wrap, everyone just kind of like, whew, and then went right back up saying, we just have to edit this. So the time we wrapped to the time we finally got the footage loaded into the computer was close to 3 hours later. That's 3 hours. It was about 2 o'clock when we were about only halfway in the edit. And Kevin's roommate came in and even helped us with a few times where we were like, we're so sleep deprived that we couldn't think, like, what are we doing here? And he gave his opinion, and we all looked at it like, that makes sense. So many props to him. Without the two of them there, I don't know if I would have been able to turn it in on time. So definitely when the post-editing part comes, you may not be the one editing, but you can definitely be a motivator, and that's key. We finished the project in time. I'm super excited about that. I think that everyone should do it. It's a way to definitely network if you're in a new city. This was wonderful for me in networking. I met lots of great people. If you missed the deadline, finish the film. The film, like I said, it still is a a final product of your team's collaborative effort. Take it as a learning experience. As a person who's still networking in a new city for myself, with my experience, it's every time you go into any new part of your career, you're gonna find yourself wanting to just learn about others and learn about what's available and how can you yourself can contribute to the projects. So thank you guys for listening to my long experience life. I wanted to do this because it was in the back of my mind, and I was like, I want to put this out there that I had lots of fun. I am so grateful to the team that I was a part of. I can't thank enough the team, from Mandi to Kevin to Matt to Liam to Kyra and to Liam too. We had 2 Liams on our team because we all did an awesome job. We all put in the commitment. We showcased our commitment. We all had fun. I'm looking forward to the next one. So till then, or till my next episode, thanks a lot for watching, and I'll talk to you guys another time.